Welcome back, everybody. Good night, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm coming in with the audio before I do the transition from the starting soon screen because I finally figured out how to do this. So I've actually had a transition animation set up before, and I haven't gotten it to work. So I think I've got it now. Let's see if it works. Oh no, it's not. It's not doing it. Now it's stopped transitioning. Do I have to do it like this? Okay, I have to use studio mode. Okay, it's gonna work now, I think. Here we go. Yay, it worked! Okay, so now I have to remember that I have to use studio mode whenever I want to transition. That's probably something I'm gonna forget. Because I can't actually stay in studio mode, I need to see follows and things. Okay, so now that I've managed to mess with the stream and get all that done, let's see if we can organize our windows so that we can still see everything. Okay. So I logged out right here. I'll leave the game paused while I catch anybody up who's watching the videos. At the end of the last stream, I finished the mob farm. I got 30 levels. I started enchanting. I did 1 or 2 enchants because all the ores that I mined with silk touch before, because I didn't have fortune, I broke those with fortune, and that gave me enough to do 2 level 30 enchants. And we got not anything really great. We got the fortune 3 enchant from the mob farm, and then from mining things we got 2 armor enchants. We got the chest, which is pretty much a perfect enchant, protection 4, unbreaking 3. And then we did the boots because it had depth strider 3, and we got unbreaking 3, protection 3. So we could have also gotten protection 4 there, but that's fine. Protection 3 isn't too hard to get again. So what we still need to enchant is our helmet and our leggings, and all our tools except... sorry, we did 3 enchants. We got the axe as well, with just efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3. Which isn't too bad. You know, I might add some smite or something onto that later. The only other thing that might be useful there is fortune for if we're breaking saplings and stuff, but I think we're probably past the point where we're worried about that anymore. The diamond shovel had efficiency 4, but I don't know that that's important because shovels are pretty fast already, and efficiency 5 is actually too fast. So I might just try and get efficiency 3 or stick to efficiency 4. The key thing that I'm looking for is looting 3 on the diamond sword. That's like probably the most important next thing that I want, because that's going to help me not have to spend so much time on stream killing things if I'm looking for drops like string from spiders or whatever. And also if we do end up killing endermen, we want to get looting on that so that we get more ender pearls. Because if we don't get ender pearls from endermen with looting, we're going to have to get ender pearls from a villager. Which probably is the route we'll plan for, but in case we don't come right with that, the looting will help us with that. So now, just to catch up what I did in between streams, I ended up the stream at level 26, and there was an enchant that I wanted. It was on a book. It was unbreaking 3 on a book, I think. I checked all of these enchants and there weren't anything that I wanted. So I was going to cycle a book and level the 3 level enchant on it. The level 30 enchant on a book was unbreaking 3. And the chances of us not getting unbreaking 3 on one of our tools or one of our armor pieces, if we're trying to enchant for, let's say, aqua affinity or something like that, or protection, is pretty high, so I actually wanted to take that. So what I did is I made some fishing rods. I actually went through 2 fishing rods doing this, and I just AFK fished. And And so this is basically what I fished up. I kept taking these leather boots when I found them and chucking them out like that. So there was a bunch of junk that I got here that I've removed. But other than that, I pretty much got things in this order. And so this bow I got from the mob farm. I just put it in here because it has the same kinds of things that you would fish up. Then I got efficiency 4, which we might put on the shovel if we don't get that, or if we start making more pickaxes, we might use that. Actually, we'll probably use the efficiency 4 to turn. This pickaxe already has efficiency 5 because we combined 2 that had efficiency 4. So my fortune one has efficiency 4, but my silk touch one doesn't. So we'll probably end up adding this efficiency 4 onto this pickaxe, because this is the pickaxe we will mostly use. Then I got a power 3 bow, which is kind of boring. I got an unbreaking fishing rod, but it had 2 durability, so it wasn't that useful. And then I got some mixed books with nothing really good. There is protection 3 here, so one of our things had protection 3, the boots, so we can turn that into protection 4, so that's probably what we'll use that book for. Power 3 is quite low. If we end up with a bow, we'll probably end up getting power 4 right off the bat. And then we have another silk touch book in case we want to make a second pickaxe, or if we want to go silk touch on the it can be useful to go silk touch on the shovel so that you start to get grass instead of dirt, but I find that it's best to wait until you have 2 shovels so that you don't end up getting only grass and not dirt. But what you can do is take the grass and then just place them down and cover them up if you want dirt. It's a laborious process if you want the actual dirt. It can be useful to make path though, because you don't have to wait for grass to grow. You just put the grass down and then turn that into path. So far everything we've gotten has been useful. And in the middle here, after the second fishing rod, I got this one, which was unbreaking 3 mending. And it was almost broken, but from mending it fixed itself. So now we can AFK fish as much as we want now. And that's something that I might do in between streams in order to get more rods, so that this will get luck of the sea, because as you can see I'm mostly catching fish at the moment. So what we'll probably do is, instead of eating the steak, we'll probably start eating the fish. Okay, and that brings us pretty much up to date. So I did fish enough to get to level 33 so that we can do 2 level 30 enchants. And I think we know that the book is the one that we want. Let me just see if we've got everything else. So this is what we have left. We still need this sword. We've got the axe, shovel. We could do another pickaxe if we run out, and then we've obviously got books as an option. So let's grab our lapis from over here. Oops, pressed E before I clicked. So if I remember correctly, this is unbreaking 3, and that was the thing that we wanted to go for. We're really looking for looting on the sword. That's the key thing. If we don't get that, we might do something else. Bane of Arthropods 5. No, that's pretty useless. Fortune 3 on a shovel is annoying because then you can't get gravel, so you definitely don't want Fortune 3 on a shovel. But efficiency 2... Oh, that's so annoying that the 2 enchants are the same. Protection 4 on the pants is pretty good. That's actually probably what I'll end up taking. Fire protection 4 I don't really want. It may be useful to have 1 fire protection, but... Okay, so then that works out perfect, because now we've got protection 4, but we don't have unbreaking 3, but we just took unbreaking 3 on the book. Exactly... why am I using this? I need this. This is exactly why I took unbreaking 3, so that if we get something that's missing unbreaking 3, we can add it. So now we just need mending on the legs, and then it's perfect. So these two just need mending. This one just needs mending. This one needs efficiency 4 and mending. And I'm actually going to just do it now because since our levels are low, we've just combined things so that we have 24 levels. It's an oddity in how Minecraft deals with levels. They count the number of levels you need, not the amount of experience. So the higher your level, the more experience something actually costs. Because every 10 levels has a different amount of experience needed for you to go up another level. So this should get us to efficiency 5 and breaking 3 silk touch. That's perfect. And then we just need the helmet. Oh, let me actually just check what's next. Sweeping edge 3. Sweeping edge is useful, but I want to try and get looting. We're starting to run out of things to enchant. Fire aspect I definitely don't want. And unbreaking 3 is useful, but that's almost certainly going to come with something else. So if the book doesn't give me something that I want, this one's fire protection. See, I really want to get protection 4 because I can always get aqua affinity and respiration from a book or something. The problem is that unbreaking protection. Unbreaking and aqua affinity are things that I want on there, but they don't stop it from having fire protection or blast protection or one of those. So I wanted to save protection because then I know it won't have any of the other ones. And even if it only has protection, I can always add the other things on. So I put all the strings and sticks in my inventory so I can craft fishing rods. But I shouldn't need the string anymore. I'll keep the stick in case I need to make torches or something. We still have plenty of stakes, and so now our gear's semi-decent. It's not perfect, or it's not fully enchanted, but it's all diamond. We should be good. I'm going to stick to using my iron gear until that runs out because I don't really have a use for the other pickaxes. So we could finish building our house here, which is probably something we desperately need, because if I'm not sleeping the whole time, phantoms are going to show up. But since we spent most of the previous stream building the mob farm and half of the stream before that also building, I think maybe we can hold off on building for a bit. We need to find a village. So currently I have no idea where any villages are. I want to... there's some stuff in here that's useful. There's a compass. And the bed. And let's grab another compass so that we can... where's the iron? Actually, so we are right by... Actually, do I even need a map? No, I don't think I need a map. My compass points right here, just outside this river. So what I might just do is just keep the compass and not worry about a map. Map would be useful for map will be useful if you want to have a nice big overview and find things again, but I think we'll be fine. I'll just grab some water in case we go somewhere where there's a problem. Now here it gets interesting. We need to figure out in which direction we're gonna go. So I noticed that there's an underwater ravine somewhere here. I can see is that ice? Let's grab the boat because we're gonna end up needing the boat anyway. Because we're gonna need to cross water at least a fair deal before we get to the continent, and then how am I gonna do this? So do we have, what's this? Unbreaking to power 3.